Hanni, this way, into the forest!
They'll follow us, Charles. They have our scent. Why did I let you convince me to come outside?
No time for that now, come on! I don't think they're following.
What are we going to do?
We only have to last until sunrise. They sleep in the day.
And how do we avoid getting grabbed in the meantime? What are you doing?
I'm climbing a tree. I suggest you do the same.
Are you insane? The trees on this planet are hundreds of feet tall. Trust me. I did the enviro mapping.
Stop complaining and climb. Unless you have a better idea. Careful!
You think we're high enough?
Should be.
What are you looking at? Can you see them?
No, I was just looking around. When I see the murky brown mud ball this planet is now, it makes me sad. Remember how lush it was when we came here?
Yeah, the forest was so bright then, full of colours. Now look at it, just brown and rotten.
I'll be honest with you, I think if Melvar was alive, we would have found him by now.
I hate to admit it, but I think you're right. Oh no! They found us!
Don't move. Their vision is based on movement, remember?
Used to be.
Climb higher, Hanni!
Charles! Charles! No!
Doctor?
Yes, Nate?
Why do you live like this?
You know the answer to that question, or rather, the answer is the same as the one to this question. Why are you here with me?
Well, there was nothing left for me back home and it seemed exciting.
And there you have it.
You're an alien.
You don't think alien planets can be boring? Trust me, on my homeworld you die of boredom not long after landing. It's all stuffy old men in robes. Not my scene at all. Couldn't wait to leave. And on that happy note, we've materialised!
How does the TARDIS actually travel?
And again with the questions.
Well, be fair, I've not run away with a strange girl in a police box that travelled through time and space before. I'm bound to have a few queries.
When you put it like that, think of time as a road. We disappear from one place and travel along that road. One direction is the past, and the other the future. We reappear at any moment we choose.
That actually makes sense. Sounds simple enough to control.
Well, providing I'm having a good day.
What does that mean? You suck at driving?
Of course not, don't be absurd. The old girl's just a little temperamental. Surprisingly enough, an obsolete TARDIS that was destined for the scrap heap long before I stole it. It has a few flaws.
You stole it?
Borrowed, with every intention of giving it back.
How long ago was that?
Several millennia, I should think. What's wrong?
How old are you?
Very. My people age much differently to yours, Nathaniel. Try not to dwell on it.
Nathaniel? Only my mum ever called me that. Why did you?
Okay, no more questions. We've tracked the source of the time drone, and I don't feel like waiting around for you to run out of things you need to know. I'm sure the list's endless.
Well, luckily, I'm just as curious to go outside and look around an alien planet.
Glad to hear it. Let's go.
Oh, not very exotic, is it? Doesn't look that different from Stockbridge after some torrential rain. And not to mention, it smells like butt.
Yes, it is rather rank. Not to worry, just some methane deposits in the atmosphere, I should think. Breathe through your mouth. Should stop you talking.
Ha ha ha. So, does this planet have a name?
Of course. I just don't know what it is. Did you hear that?
Hear what? I don't hear anything.
It's nothing. Nothing at all. Nate, maybe you should stay in the TARDIS.
What? No way.
It may not be safe.
I knew that when I signed up.
But you were being impulsive, riding the adrenaline high. Your blood sugar's probably a little low. Maybe go for a lie down.
Something spooked you, hasn't it?
What? No, just a feeling.
I'll be fine. We'll look after each other, yeah?
Alright. So long as you're sure.
I am.
Because duty of care and all that.
Okay. Not exactly glamorous, but hey, I'm on a smelly alien planet. How many people can say that?
Looking on the bright side. Good. Come on, let's go this way.
Any particular reason?
The wind's blowing in this direction. Always easier to walk downwind. Especially with that smell.
Doctor?
Yes?
You're not a real doctor, are you?
Well, no, not technically.
So you don't really have a duty of care?
I suppose not.
So, why do you call yourself the Doctor?
It started as a nickname, but it kind of stuck. Now I think of it more as a promise.
What kind of promise?
One that holds me to the mark.
I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
Nor would I expect you to, Nate. I dare say it would take living for many, many years to understand. And you're only... how old are you?
28.
So young.
Hey, I'm nearly 30.
That's no more old than a baby leaving the womb.
Thanks. I guess.
You're frowning.
Am I? Sorry.
No need to apologise, I just wondered why.
I had another question, but I know you don't like questions.
I adore questions. I just like the good ones. Alright. One more, go on.
Well, I was just wondering, what's your real name?
You do understand the purpose in using an alias, yes?
To hide your name.
Think of it as a convenience. My name is unpronounceable to the human tongue. It'd just be a mass of vowels and consonants. Would that really be any more satisfying than the word doctor?
Put like that, I guess not. Wow, those trees are huge!
Yes, quite something, aren't they? Brazilian elm trees, if I'm not mistaken.
They go up for miles. Think of how much you could build from that.
Ever the carpenter. But look, it's rotten. Nothing's growing.
Well, probably just out of season.
Maybe, but this forest is too quiet. No tweeting of birds, patter of feet, mating calls. We're alone in a forest that should be teeming with life. No more than a graveyard.
I see your point. Makes you wonder why whoever sent the drone thing would bother coming here in the first place. What could cause such an absence of life, Doctor?
Oh, that's simple. An apex predator.
Not instilling me with confidence. The hairs on the back of my neck are standing on end. Feels like something could jump out at us at any moment.
Oh.
Ah! What the?
There's someone on the ground. There. Come on.
Oh.
She's alive at least.
Hang on. She's a cat.
Don't be so shocked. Cat kind are as common in this time as humans are. She's been through the wars, though. Multiple abrasions and cuts of some kind, not sustained from the fall. Excuse me, are you alright?
Where's Charles?
I'm sorry, I have no idea. Let me help you up.
Oh.
There, that's better, isn't it?
I remember. Charles dead.
There's no shame in mourning him.
There's no time. We have to move while it's still day. They come out at night. I managed to hide from them until sunrise, but I fell asleep. Now it won't be long till nightfall.
Yeah, it's already getting dark.
What's your name?
I'm Hanni. And you two?
I'm called the Doctor. And this is Nathan, but most people call him Nate. Nice to meet you, Hanni.
Please, we need shelter.
Not a problem. My TARDIS is that way, I think. We'll be safe there.
Hey, Doctor, there's something different about the ground here.
Oh my god, this isn't the ground!
What do you mean?
Nathan, come towards me, slowly. There we are. Gently does it.
Oh! Whoa!
Get back, both of you.
Now I've seen it all! It's a giant bloody crab!
It's a MACRA. I haven't seen one in centuries. That's what attacked you?
Yes, this planet's full of them! We've got to run!
No, stay still. Its vision is based on movement.
Charles died believing that. Forget what you think you know and run!
Where to? That thing's between us and the TARDIS!
The only option open to us, away from it. Now, while it's still awakening.
It's getting harder to see, Doctor.
I can see fine.
Well, yeah, you're a cat. No offence.
Hang on, I've got something for that.
Looks like a torch. Is there anything that thing can't do?
Scramble eggs. Now, save your breath for running.
There's another one heading right towards us.
Are there any buildings around? Anything at all?
There's an underground facility, but it's no good. I can't get back in.
This thing I'm holding will. Just lead us to it.
Dr. Franxis, sir.
What is it, Bob? Can't you see I'm occupied? Our work is paramount and mustn't be disturbed.
I know, but Hanni and Charles have not returned.
I'm aware. They went out to the surface against my advisements. It's their own fault and no one else is to blame. Not you, or I.
But I noticed the lifts have been deactivated.
For power conservation, Bob, all power is needed for our surveillance equipment, unless absolutely necessary.
But how will they get back in?
Don't worry so much, my friend. When they approach, in understanding of the folly of their actions, the proximity alarm will alert us of the intrusion, and I shall, of course, allow them entry. Ah, that will be them now. Let's check on the monitors. There's Hanni. Wait, who are those two with her?
And where's Charles?
That's where the lift emerges. See? Still the circle dais in the middle of a forest. Hard to miss.
We went out searching for our missing friends, and our project leader wouldn't let us back in, as punishment for our disobedience.
Is that true?
Of course not. The girl's hysterical.
Franxis, sir, they have incoming.
I am not deaf, Bob.
Well, aren't you going to let them in?
In a moment. Sonic technology. Agitated the molecules of the call button.
Oh, there you go. Inside, now!
They're safe. No thanks to you.
I was literally about to send a lift, but as it happens, they didn't need my help. Go and see them in, would you?
Yes, sir.
Unwelcome guests. Now how did they arrive? I wonder. Blue cuboid object. Teleport capsule, perhaps?
Wow! Talk about a contrast. Everything in here is so spotless and white. Reminds me of the TARDIS.
Certainly a finely constructed facility.
Hanni, I was so worried about you.
I'm fine, Bob. Charles wasn't so lucky.
The MACRA got him?
Yeah, snatched him right in front of me. It was horrible.
I'm sorry. That must have been awful to witness.
Not to be cold, but unfortunate deaths do tend to happen when you move in next door to a large infestation of MACRA. What are you doing on this planet?
Excuse me, young lady.
I'm older than I look.
They're okay, Bob. They helped me.
Well, thank you for that.
We would help anyone in need. Isn't that right, Nate? Nate?
You're blue.
Sorry. He doesn't get out much. He's a Ciceroliasterian, Nate.
A what?
Just an inhabitant from Ciceroliast. They're blue.
Cicerol.
Doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, does it? I wish to meet your project manager, Bob.
This is a restricted area and a confidential operation. But as it happens, you're in luck. The doctor wants to see you. Come with me.
The doctor?
He means Dr. Franxis.
I see. I'm eager to meet the man who dallies with MACRA and shuts his own team outside with them. How do you do?
Maledictions.
Excuse me?
Maledictions.
I hate saying pardon more than once, but I don't understand you.
Franxis says weird things sometimes.
Maledictions. It is a greeting where I come from.
And where is that exactly?
Oh, you wouldn't have heard of it.
Try me.
Never Vescus.
You're right, I've never heard of it. Strange that my TARDIS didn't translate the word.
Oh, so you're a time lady.
Time Lord, please, I'm old-fashioned.
Time Lord. That's what you're called. Your people. Wow.
That equates. The overbloated sense of self-importance. I could sense it through the monitor.
Oh, and I thought I insulted you when I met you.
So, you're Dr. Franxis.
I am. And you? Time Lord.
I'm the doctor. This is Nate.
Charmed. What are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same question. I can see surveillance equipment and genetic analysis equipment. And those test tubes look rather interesting.
Wait. You are a scientist?
For my sins, I'm many things.
Why didn't you say? I am so exotrite.
Exotrite? Another new one on me.
I welcome a scientific mind that is equal to my own.
Thinks a lot of himself, doesn't he?
What do you think this is?
It's a microscope.
Oh, yeah, you are funny. Look into it.
What is it?
It's MACRA DNA.
Correct! Well done, and hold on a moment.
Right, and what are MACRA again, other than giant brown hairy crabs?
They're a crustacean-like life form that were once planet conquerors but devolved into savage beasts. They feed on poisonous gases.
That smell! That smelly smell! That wasn't poisonous, was it?
Highly. If you'd been out there much longer, you'd probably have fallen unconscious, and within a day, dead. Our staff are given meds to counteract the effects. Here, take 2 of these. That will last you a day.
Tablets? Are these safe?
I'm sure they're fine. Take them, mate.
What about you?
I'm not human. I'm built differently. I'll be fine.
When you say you're built differently...
Binary cardiovascular system, greater lung deposits than humans have. I could go on, but I won't.
You have 2 hearts?
2 hearts?
Yes, good. Now, what do you think of this one?
MACRA DNA again, but it's different. Altered. What have you done to it?
Improved. Well, in the process of improving it.
You're experimenting on MACRA. To what end?
The MACRA, as you say, were once an intelligent life form capable of intelligent thought. With my help, they can be so again.
It's not your place to tamper with creation, Franxis.
You disappoint me, Doctor. We are people of science. What is our purpose but to tinker?
I saw one of your time drones on 21st Century Earth recently. It was monitoring a Wirren infestation. If you tell me you caused that deliberately, I'm going to be very cross.
Oh! That was you! Yes, the temporal servitor returned some time ago. I haven't done a thorough analysis of its findings yet, but it told me of an unknown variable. A level 5 alien on a level 3 planet. That must be you!
I put an end to that travesty, but not before it claimed the lives of the entire village.
My home. People I've known for years turned into monsters.
It managed that in a mere few hours. How exciting. The result of the experiment was that genetic modification made the Wirren even more bellicose.
Oh, I'm so tired of made-up words.
That one's not made up, Nathan. It means to demonstrate aggression or a willingness to fight.
Oh, well, but experimenting on things is still wrong, though. Right?
Absolutely. Not only did you make them more aggressive, you made them more virulent.
We have much to talk about, Doctor. Why don't you take Nate to the canteen for some food, Hanni?
Very well. But first... That was for sealing us out.
Yes, I guess I deserve that.
Hungry, Nate?
Yeah, I am, actually. Listening to the 2 of them talking is making my brain fizz.
Bob, go with them. I wish to speak to the Doctor in private.
Oh, as you wish.
Bob's a nice name. My last name's Roberts.
So, Bob is short for Fredebob.
Right.
So...
What time period are you from?
Oh, you are quick.
You're not native to this time. I spotted the vortex manipulator on your wrist right away. Time agent?
Oh no, I just use them because they're very user-friendly.
Not to mention cheap and nasty. So go on then. When are you from?
The future.
You're in the year 7 billion. How much further into the future can you be from?
Try the year 7 trillion. This is ancient history to me, Doctor. Where I'm from, all these creatures are extinct. The Wirren, the MACRA, even cat-kind, and Cicerolioscarians. All gone. All I'm trying to do is save them. Tweak their DNA just a little to give them a chance to survive.
What did you do to the Wirren?
It was a very minor experiment. I have them set up across time and space. I let my servitors watch over those. I simply injected some of the MACRA's synaptic fluid into a Wirren grub. Interesting results, eh?
Well, you didn't help them survive because I destroyed them.
You're a hypocrite then, a meddler.
Counteracting your own meddling. What have you done to the MACRA?
It's been a lot more complex. I had to import a small MACRA colony from New Earth. This planet was perfectly placed spatially, but it wasn't habitable for them, so I had to pollute the atmosphere.
Killing the wildlife.
A necessary sacrifice. The toxic gases released helped the MACRA to breed and thrive all over the planet. And then what I did to the Wirren, I simply did in reverse to the MACRA.
You injected synaptic fluid of a Wirren into the MACRA.
Correct.
Well, this doesn't taste half bad, actually.
It's a Kronk burger. Pretty tasty, isn't it?
Yeah. Do I want to know what's in it?
I thought the clue was in the name. What do you think of the water?
Yeah, it's good. Tastes fresh.
It really isn't. It's been recycled countless times.
Recycled? From what? We?
Don't feel bad. We all drink it. As you said, it tastes fresh. It's necessary on a small-scale project such as this.
Small scale? This place seems big. Not many people, though. Are you two and Franxis the only staff here?
Yeah, there were 3 others. Philo, Melvar and Charl. Philo got too close to a confined MACRA and, well, you can guess what happened.
Melvar just upped and left. We never saw him again. And Charl...
Right. Yeah, sorry.
We were a small research group hired by the New Earth Foundation to assist the doc, but I think if we'd known how dangerous it would be, we'd have thought twice. Speaking of which, I'd better get back to monitor duty. The servitors are good, but they might miss our major breakthrough or something.
Good thinking.
I'm sorry if I was insensitive before. About your appearance.
It's fine. To be honest, I found it interesting. In this day and age, people barely notice.
Yeah, well, I'm from the 21st century, so I must seem like a dinosaur to you. Sorry if this is none of my business, but... Charl, were you and he...
Oh, we were in the same litter.
So he was your brother?
I guess. We weren't particularly close, though, but I wouldn't wish what happened to him on anyone.
Sorry. I'm making you talk about something unpleasant. Being an insensitive dinosaur again.
You're not so bad. You're kind of cute, actually, for a human.
Hey, now don't go getting any ideas. You're not my type.
Not into cats?
Something like that.
The temporal servitors monitor the MACRA 24/7.
I think I prefer time drone. Short and to the point.
Please, Doctor. It's been so long since I've had a truly stimulating scientific discussion. Progress has been slow. As I said, we keep round-the-clock surveillance on them, but only a few subjects have shown above-average intelligence.
I think I heard them earlier. Talking.
There have been no recordings of this. Fascinating.
You realise how dangerous they used to be? I once went to a planet inhabited by humans completely subservient to them. Their hypnotic power is extremely potent, able to influence those with even moderate self-control.
Even if this latent ability returned, Doctor, I'm confident I have the willpower to overcome it.
Do you know what hubris is, Franxis?
No, I must say I'm unfamiliar with the word. Hubris. Must not have survived the test of time, like these poor creatures.
Hubris is divine retribution.
Divine, Doctor? I'm a scientist. I come from a time where even your species has faded into the history books, and in all my research of billions of years of knowledge, nowhere did I find any factual evidence of gods.
You're being too literal. Hubris is the inevitable downfall of someone with unwavering pride. If you continue on this path, I guarantee you that hubris will get the better of you.
Fascinating. That's almost an experiment in itself, isn't it? To see if you're right.
I don't like you, Franxis.
No. That's a pity.
I decided the moment I met you. But I thought I'd give you a chance to prove my instincts wrong, which, to be honest, rarely happens. And I'm convinced. I definitely do not like you.
Thank you for your honesty.
You're welcome. Hey, that's my TARDIS on one of the monitors.
I had a feeling it was. Don't they usually camouflage better than that?
This one has character. Like me.
Yes, well, I thought I were to get my servitors to bring it here as leverage. Can help me with my experiments.
No, I won't. In fact, I think I put a stop to this one, just like I did the last I encountered.
If you ever want to see your TARDIS again, you will cooperate, Doctor.
Yeah, change the tune, will you? I've heard this one before. What? Who was that? Listen? To what? Look, but there's a MACRA staring at the camera, just standing there. Its eyes. Its eyes. Open the door. No, I mustn't. The MACRA. I can't let the MACRA inside. There's no such thing as MACRA.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even with my TARDIS, I won't agree to help you.
A woman of principles. I admire that. but there are other means to persuade someone.
Look at that! A handy mini plasma pistol.
One never knows when an experiment might go awry. Now, I hate to get my hands dirty, you understand, but you will help me, or I will shoot you.
You just aren't comprehending this, are you? I will never help you.
Is that so? Well then, perhaps if I go and find your Nate. Hey! Oh, what's the...
Phoenician Aikido, very useful. Now I've got your gun.
Now, Doctor, we just got off on the wrong foot. I was never going to shoot you. Please, don't shoot me.
Lucky for you, I'm not a fan of using them.
Oh, good.
But don't give me a reason. Now, you're going to take me to my TARDIS.
What is happening?
Look, on that monitor. What is that?
That's the cargo elevator. We use it to bring in large pieces of equipment, like your TARDIS, but we limit its use to daytime, because of the MACRA. To use it in the dead of night at the height of MACRA activity is ludicrous!
I suggest you find out what's going on then.
Oh! Why is the cargo elevator in operation?
Franxis, they're getting inside!
This can't happen!
Remember that little word I mentioned?
Hubris?
I think it's happening. Come on, we have to find the others.
Yes, of course. If the project is compromised, there are contingencies. All data recorded has been transmitted to my personal network. I just need to grab this.
What do you think is happening?
I don't know. Nothing good. The surveillance control room is this way. Bob, what's happening?
Obey.
Bob? What's wrong with you?
Must obey.
He's catatonic. Seems to be like a trance.
Oh no! Nate, look! The screens!
Oh my god. The MACRA are inside.
Bob, snap out of it!
No such thing. There's no such thing as MACRA.
Sorry, mate, but yes, there are. We need to find the doctor. She'll know what to do.
Okay, come on, Bob. Help me drag him, will you?
Sure.
MACRA! Shoot it, Doctor!
No! Wait!
Doctor, do it or we're dead.
I need to know how intelligent they are.
They are savage beasts, Doctor. Someone was clumsy and let them in. I should never have trusted New Earth staff.
You're wrong, Franxis.
And what makes you so sure?
Look at its eyes.
They're bright. Almost hypnotic.
Yes. Luckily, I can resist its influence.
As can I.
But I doubt your staff would have such resolve.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but the situation is looking extremely dire.
What are you talking about?
I don't think it can be salvaged. I'm going to have to cut my losses.
Don't you dare! Franxis! Oh! Selfish idiot! I haven't forgotten about you, big fella. Don't get yourself worked up. What is it you want, eh?
We want more.
More what?
Food.
That's your base instincts. But you can outgrow that. You're becoming sentient. Your species has been primitive and savage for centuries now, but you've been given a chance to be better.
Don't understand.
I know. I'm sorry. An idiot scientist has played with your brain without considering the ramifications.
Must eat.
Please, just stop. Just think.
Must eat now.
I'm sorry. You gave me no choice.
No such thing. There's no such thing.
If we keep going this way, we're bound to meet up with the others.
Or the MACRA.
No such thing as MACRA!
He's seriously starting to damage my calm.
He can't help it. Just keep moving. Through that door, straight ahead.
Whoa, giant crab at 12 o'clock!
Turn right. That's the quarantine room. Nothing can get out, but that means nothing can get in.
Get off of me!
Oh!
Bob, this is for your own good.
Keep away from me!
Bob! No, you mustn't go that way!
This is all a trick. There's no reason to hide. No reason to be afraid.
Bob, come on. Don't be an idiot.
There's no such thing as MACRA!
Oh, it just ate him.
Get inside! It can't get in.
Are you sure about that?
Pretty sure. Just don't look at its eyes.
Why not?
Just don't! It's leaving. Poor Bob.
He cracked.
I'm not sure he did. Historical accounts of MACRA recorded how they could influence the mind, hypnotise people.
Giant hypnotic crabs. Well, now I have seen everything. So, the MACRA can't get in. But how do we get out?
Like I said, we can't. But at least we stand a better chance of surviving in here.
Finding a single human in a large facility. Needle in a haystack much, Doctor? Keep back. I don't want to hurt you, but I will defend myself. You're learning. Haven't seen a human, have you? May have been with a cat person?
Two more souls hide in unbreakable room.
Unbreakable room, like a safe? No, quarantine. Thank you, you've been very helpful. Trying a bit of hypnosis on me, are you? Well, it won't work.
Eat you!
Damn, overloaded the power pack. Weapons, always useless in the end.
Is there anything you wish you'd done differently in life?
Not got myself saddled with Mum's business? Went to more places? Lived my life more? You know.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have come on this mission.
2020 hindsight's great, isn't it?
Hey, look! Someone's coming!
It's the Doctor! Doctor! Oh, she can't hear us.
What's she doing? She's got that sonic thing out again.
Well, so much for kicking the habit.
Nathan, Hanni, you're alive!
Good to see you are too.
Oh, no! Hugging!
Sorry.
Let's settle for a handshake, eh?
Oh, all right.
Sorry to sully the reunion, but what are we going to do?
I can get us all out of here safely, but I need to find my TARDIS. Franxis had it brought here somewhere.
And where is he?
He scrammed while the scramming was good. And Bob?
Dead. Well, he was hypnotised, and they killed him.
That's how they got in then. Listen, without knowing where my TARDIS is, we'd be running blind through a facility infested with giant deadly predators looking for a quick meal. Are there any fail-safes in case of incursions, Hanni?
Yeah, but you'd have to get to the maintenance section. You could release a coolant blast from every vent in the aircon. Freeze them.
That's brilliant and so humane. Okay, you'll have to show me the way.
Right.
Nate, you'll be safe here.
No way! I'm not letting you out of my sight again.
Nate, don't argue.
I'm not arguing, Doctor. My mind's made up.
Fine, come on, but don't run. Walk slowly and carefully. We should be able to hear any MACRA nearby.
They can talk!
Yes, their intelligence is increasing, just as Franxis wanted.
Come on, this way.
Wait, Hanni.
Why? What's wrong?
If all the vents lead to the maintenance section, can we crawl inside one and make our way to it that way?
That does sound a lot safer.
Let's do it. Nate, help me get this grate off.
Shush!
Sorry.
Inside, both of you, now!
You next, Doctor.
Now's not the time for chivalry, Nate. Now get inside!
That was close.
Yes.
How do you know which way to go, Hanni?
There are small identifying numbers. Vent 19E, see? If we keep going through the vents with decreasing numbers, we should find the maintenance room.
Alright, take your time. Nate,
What?
your foot is on my coat.
Sorry.
This is it.
Alright, kick the grate in. Again, put your back into it. Everybody alright?
Glad to be out of there. I never thought I was claustrophobic. but it was pretty cramped in there.
I'm fine too. Doctor, the control terminal is over here.
Your idea was sound, Hanni, but the coolant supplies are low. No doubt our macro friends have been clumsy and breaking things.
So what are we going to do? We're stuck now.
I don't know.
Doctor,
Yes, what is it?
I have an idea, but it's a little crazy.
Crazy idea might be just what we need.
See this?
A big red button with self-destruct on it, it's hard to miss.
You're not suggesting we blow ourselves up. What would be the point?
None whatsoever.
But you said the macro are becoming smarter. What's the one thing a living being values more than food?
Survival.
Exactly! You might be able to reason with them. Get out of here or we'll blow us all to kingdom come.
Nate, that's brilliant!
Thanks!
Now, all we have to do is... Well, they found us faster than I expected. They really are getting smarter. Stay back, you two.
Wasn't planning on doing anything else.
And don't forget, don't look them in the eye, or they'll have us turn on each other.
Ah, you, big fella. Your carapace is lighter than the others. Almost white. Have you made yourself alpha of this motley crabby crew?
I got us inside.
Ingenious. Already developing a command structure. But listen to me. You will leave this place in peace.
No, we are hungry. We will eat.
We've got plenty of unpleasant gases to feed on outside.
We do not eat you for hunger. We eat you for pleasure.
Killing for sport. There's a nasty side effect. But here's the thing. If you don't leave, I'll press this button here. I doubt you can read, but it says self-destruct. I'm sure you can work out what that means. If I press it, you will all die.
And yourselves.
Ah, but you see, we're doomed anyway if you stay. So why let ourselves be eaten if we could take you with us?
Not sure.
Listen, what has been done to you is completely against your will. Any lives lost as a result are blamed solely on the man responsible. But look at this as an opportunity. Go, live, learn, become greater than you were. While there's life, there's hope. Hope for a better future for the Macra. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand. The Macra will live and learn.
That's good.
I can't believe that worked.
But it was your idea.
Well, I said it was crazy.
Sometimes crazy works. Come on, we have to find the TARDIS.
Jeez. What a mess they made.
Doctor, what's going to happen to me?
I'm glad you asked, Hanni. I doubt you want to stay here by yourself on a planet infested with Macra. Wait, not infested anymore. Populated. You can come with Nate and I. We'll give you a lift back to New Earth, under the condition that you tell them to no longer trust Dr. Franxis and to cordon off the space lanes to this world. Leave the Macra in peace.
I will do as you ask.
Hey, look, down there, lying on its side.
The TARDIS! The Macra must have tried to open it. Poor old girl. This is going to be a little weird when the gravity stabilizers kick in. Just jump in, like this. Ha!
Come on then.
There we are. Safe and sound.
Ah! How did I land on my feet?
I told you, the gravity stabilizers.
Besides, don't cats always land on their feet?
Oh, haha. Wow, it's so huge in here. But it was just a box. How does that work?
No time for that. We're taking Hanni home. Then, we're going to track down Franxis.
You're going after him?
Yes. He said he had experiments all over time and space, and he isn't going to stop unless we make him. The TARDIS is calibrating the time vector his vortex manipulator took him on.
He really worries you, doesn't he?
Intelligent men who think they are right are often the most dangerous. He grabbed just one thing before he left, a canister of some kind. It had a word written on it.
What word?
Adamas. Adamus.
What does that mean?
No idea, but I intend to find out.
Anyway, Doctor, Hanni asked a good question. How is the TARDIS bigger on the inside?
I'll get the boxes.
You have been listening to Doctor Who, The MACRA Project, written by Phil Owen. The Doctor was played by Hazel Curnow, Nate, Daniel Hargreaves, Franxis, James Lawrence, Hanni, Jess Chantler, Bob, Phil Owen. All other voices by members of the cast.